Take a lot of innovation here, and a little controversy there, and you have the life of Bill Gates. The man was born on October 28, 1955 in Seattle, Washington. Gates was introduced to a simple computer program called BASIC when he was 13 at Lakeside Preparatory School. This is where he was inspired to begin programming at this early age. Gates would go on to attend Harvard, but left during his junior year to commit himself to a software company. Through his success, he landed the top spot on the Forbes 400 list despite large charitable donations. Gates has worked with his childhood friend Paul Allen to dwarf the man who helped the company until he retired in 2000. Together, these men achieved a success that would go unchallenged for years and still remain formidable today in what we now know as Microsoft. When Bill Gates started Microsoft, his first pursuit would be programming the MIT's Altair, the first microcomputer. Gates and Microsoft only moved up to bigger and better, eventually programming for IBM, the largest computer company at the time. Then, in November of 1985, Microsoft released the first version of Microsoft Windows to the public. By 1998, Microsoft had established nearly total control of the programming industry through their aggressive practices, to the point of being brought before a Supreme Court in the United States versus Microsoft. The ruling found Microsoft guilty of monopolization and time despite Microsoft's appeals. Since Gates started Microsoft, he has occupied many positions, including CEO and Chief Software Architect until June 27, 2008, when he stepped down as Chairman of the Board and recently stepped down again to Technology Advisor and Board Member on February 4th of this year. Now he spreads himself through his investment corporations and philanthropy organizations. Today it is a known fact that Microsoft and Apple compete in today's many technology industries. Bill Gates played many roles in supporting Apple despite this. When Steve Jobs wanted help programming the Apple II in 1985, he turned to Gates, whose input included Excel, Word, and BASIC for Jobs' friendly graphical interface. Later in 1997, Jobs announced the Microsoft deal, where Gates put in a $150 million investment into Apple in order to keep them from bankruptcy and also avoid any of the copyright infringements that Microsoft had. The agreement between the two companies only lasted 5 years, saving Apple, but dooming Microsoft in certain industries, as we can see today. Also in 1997, Gates started the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which would grow along with his other philanthropies in time. The foundation focuses on global health and development. Gates is also part of the Giving Pledge, where a group of billionaires pool money to address the world's most pressing problems. To be in this group, members have to pledge more than half their wealth to charitable causes, either through donations or in their will. Bill Gates also wrote 2 books, The Road Ahead and Business at the Speed of Thought, from which he decided that all the donations would go to charities. Recently, Bill Gates was part of an Ask Me Anything on Reddit on February 10th and 11th. He took questions about the Gates Foundation, eradicating polio, deep learning computers, bettering American educations, and his daily life, with some questions being answered not only in great detail, but with help from others such as Mark Zuckerberg and David Hewlett. When addressing his future, he talked about his February 4th resignation and his role at Microsoft, as he still remains a board member there. To this day, Gates still keeps up with his other groups he has founded, such as the investment firm Berkshire Hathaway Inc. and the visual media corporation Corbis. But to this day, he remains known for his accomplishments and remains to be one of the most successful men alive.